person does something wrong. So we see so many people doing wrong in and around us, and there is no end to it. In fact, as day progresses, they keep on increasing their wrongdoings, because the more they are not getting caught, the more bolder they keep on getting. And things are increasing beyond proportion across people whom we are around with. So Swamiji, is that so maybe what karmas is doing today, he's going to face the consequences of the same. Maybe he may face it tomorrow, maybe he may face it 1 generation, 10 generations, 10 lives, whatever. So Swamiji, maybe say for example, he turns into an alligator or any XYZ thing for the karmas what he has done. But that jiva doesn't know that this is because of what I have done in that janam, right, Swamiji? So how does, so for example, in Arabic countries, like you have a punishment, you do wrong, your hands are chopped off. So people are not doing wrong over there. They don't do wrong, they can keep their shops open, go for prayers. And if that karmic cycle thing, if one knew what are the consequences going to be there, wouldn't have been a better life for all the human beings in general, Swamiji?
No way. Everybody knows what is the harm of smoking, drinking. They are doing, no?
Right, Swamiji.
Just an excuse human being has, that's all. Oh, I don't know the past lesson, so I don't know the result, which karma's result I'm getting when, so I can't learn. First of all, that's an excuse. Because where I know also I'm doing, no? That is one point. Point 2 is the impression on the mind is created. That we should not forget. I may not remember the specific incident, but the impression on the mind is created of the action that I have done. And when I go through a result, whether it is good or bad, again an impression is created in the mind. That lesson, if I learn from that, I will be wiser for the future. Sometimes it is also that I will know this is the result of this action. It's not that all results come only in the next life, right? They happen now also. So we learn, because results also come, some come immediately, some come little later, some come in long term, and some come in lifetimes. The different types of results also which come. So like, if I have to give just simple example, when we eat food, we know sometimes after we have eaten certain type of food, oh, this has created this indigestion, so now this doesn't suit me. Their result has come immediately. Or when I tell a lie, and suppose that lie is exposed, now it causes embarrassment or it causes some negative reaction. So now I know. There are so many people who are so-called bad people also, who have done karmas which have given them the result, and they have gone through suffering also in this life itself. But that has not stopped them from doing the bad, because the challenge is not the lesson. Please remember, the bad happens not because of a lesson not learned, or the lesson not remembered, or the incident of the bad karma of the past not known. The bad happens because of the attachment. And whether I know it or not, the attachment, when it is there in our mind, it will bring sorrow. So I don't need to know how I got attached and how many lives I did what, so that now today I'm attached. I don't need to know that actually, because if I know it, it's a still bigger hindrance. Because I will not be focusing on the present to handle it. I will go back into the past. And human tendency will be to try and justify that action of that time, or try find fault with God of that time, that, you know, why did this happen? Because I didn't know this at that time, that's why I did. So before that, what was the thing which I did not understand? It will go in infinite regress. Bhagwan, in his great compassion, he has made us forget those specific memories. But the residue, as I said, is there. So if today I am attached, not everybody, let us say, is attached to the same thing. Somebody is attached to certain type of people, somebody is attached to power, somebody is attached to wealth, somebody is attached to some food. Why is each one's attachment so different? Now, if attachments are different because of their past karmas in this life, past earlier life, so that makes them do the bad. So if we identify these are our negative tendencies or attachments, and these are pushing us to do the bad, we have to start working on those, because it's pointless to worry about which incident has led to this. If it is possible to know, great, we can learn more from it. If it is not possible to know the specific incidents, doesn't matter. I still have to do my duty. Like if I have to give an example from Mahabharata, Bhishma Pitama lying down on the bed of arrows, he is paying the price of his actions which he had done 70 lives before. Does he need to know that result, that memory? He doesn't need to know, because in this life, his attitude towards Arjun has completely changed. He has brought up Arjun very well. He has understood the difficulty the Pandavas had. He supported in various ways. After Pandu died, Arjun and all the Pandavas were brought up well by Bhishma. But he also did something in general which was affecting all the Pandavas. So now he is on the opposite side and Bhishma has to be killed. So the 70 lives before, the karma which was handled by him then is giving him the result now. Arjun doesn't need to know that this is the result of his suffering of 70 lives before, and Bhishma doesn't need to know this. It is just that Bhishma asked Krishna Bhagwan, so Krishna Bhagwan told him. Otherwise, the karmic law is settling the accounts one to one without involving the past memory, so that one will handle it right now, here, and it is over. Otherwise, one will go into the debate of that, Arjun was an insect, Bhishma was a human being. Now Arjun is a human being, Bhishma is a human being. And why this is happening like this? And that insect was so small and insect died immediately. But this Bhishma Pitama is lying on the bed for so long. Now, how many karmic other consequences are there in a result like this? Is Bhishma decided to prolong his life? Otherwise, he could have died that time. Any normal human being would have been dead by now. But now Bhishma has got Ichamrityu Vardhan. So many karmic influences are coming together. Now, if human being is told which result is because of which karma, human being will generate more karma and more questions without understanding the full picture. So the full picture is known by Ishvara. That's why best thing for us to do is, at this moment, what is it that I have to learn? How can I evolve myself and become a better person? We have to focus only on that. If we need to know something, Bhagavan will tell us. If we don't need to know, leave it. Best.
So Swamiji, if somebody very well known to us or very close to us is doing something wrong, do we go and tell him, or leave it to as you said, the bigger picture, leave it to the God to decide? How does this work?
In this context,
I mean, he could get hurt if I tell him something which he may not like, or it could be. That is what I would like to know, Swami. Should we go and talk to him?
See, if it is a part of the duty, one should inform. If they get hurt, that is their problem. One can inform in a polite way or in a non-impersonal way, in a non-accusative way. After that, it is their choice how to respond to it. Not doing the duty, there is a problem. We were seeing, in Mahabharata, the whole war is a result of this only. When Arjun was told that he has to kill his own people, here though we are talking about only informing. There Arjun is told, kill them. But do it as a duty, because there is no other choice there. So if it is my duty, if it is not my duty, then it's all right. But if it is my duty, I must go and tell. Because if there is a bond like that, whether it is any family bond or a friend or whatever it is, depending on the bond, if we feel this is my duty, I must tell this to the person then I must tell. In that, I have a choice how to tell it, with what attitude I'm saying, and how best I can say so that the person doesn't get hurt from my side. If the person still gets hurt, that is their karma. And if I don't do my duty, I am building my negative karma.